Greetings, COMM 4310. My name is Dr. Murray, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to welcome you to the course. I am extremely excited about having this opportunity to embark upon communication and organizations during the fall 2015 semester here at the University of Houston downtown with you. I know that many of you guys are excited yet anxious. You may have an idea of what to expect. You may have absolutely no idea what to expect. I know that many of you guys are corporate communication majors. Some of you guys may be public communication majors, and others of you may be deciding if communication studies is actually a realm you would like to go in. This semester, I can guarantee that we will have fun. We are set up in this course in a virtual manner, and so with this, we have an opportunity to use technology in many different ways. I want to first begin by going over some of the course policies with you, and then digging right into our video diary project that we will work with. And so you may see me looking away from the camera several times as I'm scrolling through the course syllabus to make sure that I actually hit on all of the high points for you, even though I know you guys have taken an opportunity to read the course syllabus. So as stated before, this is COMM 4310, Communication in Organizations. In this course, we're going to have an opportunity to look at the manner in which organizational communication theories work in practice as well as in theory in the workplace. I love this course. It's actually one of my favorite courses to teach. This is the start of my third fall here at UHD. And as a member of the UHD community, I teach COMM 4330, which is Organizational Training and Development. I also teach COMM 3315, which is Small Group Communication. And I have the privilege of teaching Leadership. This semester, I am solely focused on our online communication and organizations course, as well as training and development and small group communication. And a little tidbit about small group communication, we're actually embarking upon a service learning project. So throughout my video diary, in addition to incorporating many of the course theories, I'll be sharing with you guys some of my experiences in that service learning course working with a local Houston organization. So let's dig right into some of the course materials that's listed in our course syllabus. So one of the ways that you guys will be assessed, and I'm still on the first page of your course syllabus, is looking at how we will have these written assessments as well as oral assessments and examinations through discussions to make sure that you are accurately grasping the concepts. Some of the concepts early on in the semester you guys may find a little hard to get to, especially when we're talking about classical theories of organizational communication and we're looking at systems theory. You guys are like, Dr. Murray, this is hard to read. What are we talking about? But in order for us to understand the manner in which organizations are structured, the manner in which we deal with subordinate relationships and organizational culture, we have to get through this foundational information. And so I want you guys to make sure that you feel comfortable with these early theories because they help us to understand the practice of organizations later on in the semester. As you guys can see, we are using the course textbook, Organizational Communication Foundations, Challenges, and Misunderstandings. I absolutely love this text that we're using this semester. One of the reasons why I love it is because I love investigating misunderstandings in the workplace, or more so looking at destructive practices in the workplace. What works in our organization, what doesn't work in our organization, and when we look at OrComm from an area of misunderstandings, it helps us to really flesh out what certain principles and organizations actually mean. Your course textbook is available in the bookstore. I always recommend for students to check the bookstore, but to look online to see if our book is available in a cheaper format elsewhere. The book is usually around $60, and so please feel free to rent the textbook, or if you like having digital copies of the textbook, that is fine as well. You do not need any of the extra packaging. Everything that you will need for the course will be your textbook, Blackboard Learn, and I'll provide you guys with all of the additional readings. With that being said, please make sure that you take the opportunity to look through our Blackboard course, our Blackboard Learn course environment. Everything that you will need will be in the Blackboard learning environment. And so I've placed everything from your short paper in there to information about your video diary, all of your course readings, your PowerPoint slides, your assignments where you'll turn information in is all in Blackboard Learn. And it is my hope that it's organized in a manner that you all can understand this. If there's ever a time when you say, Dr. Murray, I don't see where something's located, or maybe Dr. Murray, if you place a reading in a different folder, like it may be helpful. I'm always trying to link things and make sure that the course works for you. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about academic misconduct. And so I hate to bring this subject up, but it's definitely something that's really important, and it's an issue that has plagued the university quite severely over the last couple of months, especially in the spring semester. So if you look at the academic misconduct statement, it's actually a new statement that the university has implied for the fall 2015 semester due to the rampant use of academic misconduct. In this particular section, we won't have an opportunity where I believe that cheating will happen at all. Sometimes we may deal with issues of plagiarism, and generally what I understand from most students, nobody intentionally decides that they want to plagiarize. It could just be not understanding how to properly cite a paper, or to cite work, or finding work online and not giving proper credit to the individuals. And so with that being said, I always tell students to make sure you go to the Writing Center to receive help. I understand that you guys are saying, Dr. Murray, it's an online course, I never come to campus. Well, that's the good thing about our Writing Center here at UHD. You can actually engage in virtual time with the Writing Center. And so there's a folder entitled Helpful Hints, and it'll give you all of the information that you need to know in order to contact the Writing Center. They even have this fancy smancy thing where they can screen share with you, and they can actually see the material that's on your screen versus what you have posted. In addition, if there's any way that I can be of assistance with anyone in terms of maybe extending their time or receiving extra or additional notes, and you have the proper documentation for that, please let me know. I would much rather like to help you guys up front now before we get to the middle of the semester or even the end of the semester and you guys are saying, Dr. Murray, I had these accommodations and I never used them. I would much rather help you on the front end because unfortunately I can't help you on the back end when it comes to those accommodations. Let's see. Attendance. If you're not present in the first 5 days of class, then I have to, you will be administratively disenrolled. I don't think we're having a problem with that right now. When I checked this morning, all but one of your colleagues has checked in, and so I'm excited to see that everyone's looking around our Blackboard Learn module. Classroom diversity. So when we're talking about organizations, we are definitely going to talk about diversity. And so in your video diaries, in your comments that you make in the discussion section to all of your colleagues, please remember to read the diversity statement and take it to heart. We're all different individuals. We all have very lived experiences, and that makes me excited. One of the reasons why I love teaching here at UHD. But we want to make sure that in the process of having these different experiences, you guys understand this material. Email clause. One thing I told you, I'm teaching two other classes this semester, and so I want to make sure that you guys, when you send me an email, it's to murraycr@uhd.edu. Do not forget the CR, because Dr. Murray frequently gets emails from my students and me the same when they forget to put the R for me or they add the R for her. And so make sure that you definitely take an opportunity and to look at the email clause. Don't forget to put the subject line and make sure it says like COMM 4310 or communication in organizations or communications in organizations fully online. In addition, please make sure that you follow the proper manner in which to email me when we're engaged in communication, because we all know that communicating online sometimes can be a little tricky, and we want to make sure that all of our messages come across in a very nice and respectful manner. If there are ever any questions about anything, please feel free to send me an email. With that being said, I want to remind you guys of my office hours. I'm in the office on Wednesdays from 1 to 3, as well as on Mondays from 3 until 5. Generally, I'm here most times before or after that, but those are the guaranteed moments where I promise I'm going to be sitting right here waiting for you to send me an email, to call me, or to Zoom chat me. And so right now, I'm recording this video during my office hours, and I'm looking at my handy dandy Zoom button, and nobody's had an opportunity to contact me. So please, if you have questions, email, call, or Zoom chat. There's actually a Zoom button that's located inside of Blackboard that you can click on, and I will be able to instantly get a message from you saying that you're trying to chat with me. In addition, you guys will have 2 exams for this class, and in the syllabus I indicate that you should be on time for the exam, meaning that your exams open on a Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. and they close at a Thursday morning at 8 a.m. That gives you 48 hours to take the exam. If you start your exam anytime after 7:59 on that Thursday morning, the system won't allow you to take it. Generally, you have an hour to an hour and a half to complete your exam based on the numbers of questions, and so make sure that you're sitting down ready to take those exams during the allotted times for the exam. Let's talk a little bit about late assignments and missed work. There's no such thing as late assignments and missed work. And in order for me to be respectful of your time, I ask that you be respectful of my time, because I have the due date set for 11:30 p.m. on Sunday night, giving you an entire week to complete the work so that when I come into the office on Monday morning, I have the opportunity to grade all of your work and to get it back to you in a timely manner. In addition, we have a syllabus elasticity clause. I don't foresee needing to change any of the due dates or needing to change any of the assignments, but it all depends on how you all are progressing as students in this class. And so we may have to change things, but trust, I will let you guys know via email, via announcement, and then go in and change our syllabus statement at that moment. Technology clause. We're in an online class. We are going to use technology to mainly communicate with one another, hence the video diary activity. And so I suggest that you guys become extremely comfortable with using technology. On the course syllabus, I have information about setting up your Zoom Cloud account to communicate with me. I also have a link to various apps that you can use to assist you in progressing through this class as well. The withdrawal date for this course is October 29th, 2015. And so now I want to talk a little bit about your assignments for the course. So you have a test 1 and a test 2. They're both worth 100 points apiece. You have short papers 1 and 2. And guess what? Your short paper number 1 topics are already available for you guys to submit those. Short paper 2 topics will become available within the next couple of weeks for you guys. And then you have your communication and organizations video diary, which is worth 200 points. And your first assignment for the video diary is actually coming up due this Sunday. What I really enjoy about this project is that it gives not only myself but your colleagues an opportunity to actually hear your voice and to see how you are, and you can look back on this material once you've completed the class, once you finish this, to see what have I learned, what did I know in August what didn't I know in August that I now know in December. And you have an opportunity to have this diary available for you at any time. I think it's a very interesting tool that we can use, especially when communicating in the virtual world. I can talk a little bit more about the video diary and that assignment just to make sure that everyone is comfortable with it. So everyone, myself included, this is my first video diary entry for the semester, will keep a monthly diary documenting their experiences. So instead of us having these weekly type discussions, we're going to have a monthly video diary that should last anywhere between 4 and 6 minutes. My initial entry is definitely going to be much longer than your initial entry, but in order to receive the full credit for your assignment, you want to make sure that your video diary entry lasts anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes. It's okay if you go over a little longer. You have a lot to say, you're very passionate, but you must meet that 4-minute mark when it comes to the video diary. You'll soon see that getting to the 4 minutes will be very easy. Sticking within the 6 minutes is going to be the hard part, especially once we get into the meat of our material. Feel free to use any type of device that you want to. I'm actually recording right now from my iPad. I have a camera on my office computer. I have a camera on my home computer. You can even record from your phone, any type of tablet. If you are on campus and you say, hey, Dr. Murray, I don't actually have the tools to record. My smartphone, the video isn't working, or my tablet, for some reason, it's not working either. You can always come to campus and rent a laptop for up to 2 hours. You can rent an iPad. You can rent a Kindle. Did you guys know that you can get those services here at school? Well, if not, you can. And you can rent them up anywhere from 2 hours to a couple of days, and you can make your video recordings at that time using those devices. I've also placed in 2 different areas on Blackboard in your helpful hints, as well as in your video diary folder, information on how to properly